Hey guys, I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while on all the different gear that I use to do cold weather cycling. It is February the 13th today, and yesterday was Monday, went for a big bike ride. Saturday went for a big bike ride. Both days, one day was just over 1 degree Celsius, and yesterday was minus 2 degrees Celsius. And the only thing that was cold on me were my toes. So I don't have the best type of footwear for my winter cycling, but I'll show you what I do so that I don't have to buy another pair of cold weather cycling shoes. I don't even know if they exist. I know you can get mountain biking ones, but I'm not sure if you can get road biking, winter or cold weather riding footwear. So I'm just going to go through the steps in which I get dressed, but this is all my gear, and some of it is for certain situations, but I'm just going to go try to technically cover just this kind of weather where it is just very, very cold. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on a pair of socks. Most of my socks are for like regular, spring, summer, fall type cycling where it's a little bit warmer. So most of these have lots of ventilation in them. So I usually put a pair like this on, and then I do have one thicker pair of socks. So I double up my socks. That is the first thing I put on, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So you got your socks on, and the next thing you want to put on are things called leg sleeves or leggings, and they are in the shape of your leg. That's your knee, ankle, thigh. So you pull that one on. This would be my right leg because the zipper is on the inside of your calf. So you put that on, and when you slip that over your socks and pull it up to almost way up high in your thigh, then you can zip that down. If you put these on first, then you got to put your socks on, and it's just easier to put your socks on. Slide this over your socks, zip that down, put on your other legging, and your feet and your legs are now covered. The next thing you want to do is put on cycling shorts. This is called a bib. I prefer bib over shorts any day of the week. The first shorts I ever had, they weren't bad, but they just would roll down because I'm a little bit on the heavier side of cyclist. They would roll down, and plus when you're cycling, sometimes your shirt comes up and then you have this gap here between your shirt and your shorts, and you can get a sunburn right across there. I've never gotten one because I pretty much went straight from shorts to bibs. It's like the old 70s wrestling garment, but these are specially made. You can actually see right through this almost. So it's made to get the sweat away from you and then evaporate. These have a little bit of, not much insulation. I wear these in the summer, winter, fall, everything. And inside is the padding. So a lot of people always ask that question, why do people wear spandex when they're cycling? It's not just the fact that you want your clothing tight to you and not fluttering in the wind and causing wind disturbance, but it's also made very thick. This is very thick right here, and it's a gel padding. It's pretty much made to protect your butt from these hard seats, and you need a nice narrow seat. But it's nice to have the gel padding inside your shorts. And when you live with family, it's always nice after you do your cycling to make sure you don't leave it inside out. You can hang it up like this and let it dry overnight for your next ride. So when I pull up my shorts, they're over top of my leggings, and that holds your leggings in place. There's also a little bit of rubber on the inside of the pant, the end of the pant leg, so that also hugs your leg when you're not wearing leggings and you're just in the summertime. You just want it to be nice and firm to your leg. You don't want it to be flapping in the wind. Before I put the straps on from the bib shorts, I put on my heart rate monitor. This is the Garmin, and you're supposed to wet these pads. I just put the whole thing like that underneath the tap, get it all wet, and then you put it on. You pretty much put it on just right about there, and of course I put it on without a shirt on, and then the wet area is in contact with your skin, and then that helps collect the data of your heart rate. So that's the next thing I put on. The next thing I put on is a long sleeve cycling jersey. This is the one I have, and it keeps your arms a little bit warm. So depending on the temperature of the day you go out, I might wear this, and that's all I'll wear. Again, the sleeves will protect my arms a little bit from the cold. Sometimes I'll wear this when it's really sunny out to protect my arms from the sun, and the fact that it's white doesn't heat you up too much. So I put that on. But if it's even nicer out, here's another option for you. Get out your really nice jersey on a really nice bright day. I got this one in Alaska when my wife and I celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary. When I saw this in the shop, I just had to have it. And again, it's designed in layers to absorb your sweat, move it out to the outside of the material, and then evaporates off that. If you just wear a t-shirt and you're doing a road cycling, your t-shirt just becomes heavy and wet and sticky and salty. You don't want that. And sometimes if it's cool out and I want to wear a nice jersey like this, but it's cool out and your arms are going to get cold, they also make sleeves. So you put your sleeves on first, then put your jersey on, and then you're riding. And if it starts to get warm, you can actually grab your sleeve and slide it down to your wrist. And that's what I've done sometimes. And if you just want to take them right off, take them right off. And pretty much all cycling jerseys have these pockets in the back, and you can just jam them in there just to get them out of your way. But for the cold weather stuff, definitely wear that. After my jersey's on, I like to put on my jacket, and it took me, I think it took like six or more weeks to get this. I bought it. The only place that had these were in Europe or in England, and so this is the name. If you guys want to try and pronounce that, I think it's called Arsaxio, but it's a beautiful jacket. And I bought it when I was too heavy to wear it, so I didn't wear it for a while until I started losing weight, and now it fits me perfectly. Love this jacket, and I do not get cold whatsoever on with that jacket on and all the gear that I've told you about so far. So one of the last things I like to put on is my shoes. So these are your typical regular cycling shoes with your clipless pedal clip on the back, and that snaps into your pedals so your feet don't fall off the pedals. Plus you can push down with your pedal, pull back, pull up, push forward. You're basically making circles with your feet, and so you're using more of your leg, and you can get up hills much easier and faster when you have clipless pedals, and your feet won't slip off the pedal and wipe out. So these again are made for more summer riding. So the best way around keeping your feet as warm as you can, 2 pairs of socks, and then you have these booties that go over your shoe. And there's a hole in the bottom for the clipless to fit through, and then a hole in the heel so that at least when you're walking around, you're not wearing this out and the heel is stuck through. And I usually leave them on like this because when you're cycling every other day, taking these on and off, it's just a little bit of a pain in the butt. So once they're on, you pull it up, get it over. It's got lots of stretchy material on it. And again, your clipless pedal pops through there. Put it over your heel. Hope there's a bunch of you guys that are really interested in this for my vlog channel. So this is all the gear I have to put on. That's why it sucks riding in the cold weather. So again, clipless fits through, your heel fits through, and then it zips up the back. It's got Velcro too, and that would just snap around like that, and then you zip that up. So your feet are covered, legs, body, butt. And if it's really windy and cold and or raining, then I'll put on these windproof, waterproof pants. They are not very tight, but they keep you warm. I wore this when I went out west and did the Golden Triangle in BC, and I think I had to wear them one day because it was raining, and that protected me a lot from the elements. So I also have a skull cap, and this skull cap is absolutely amazing because it goes right from here, covers my ears right down to my jawline, goes around my neck, so that when you're wearing your helmet, your ears are protected, your neck is protected, your whole head is protected. Because when you're wearing your normal helmet, there are vent holes in it. And if it is cold out, those vent holes force air towards your skull to cool you off in the summertime. But in the wintertime, you want to wear a skull cap and then put your helmet on and you're all good. Another thing to have is a good pair of gloves. There is padding in the palm, so when your hands are on your handlebars, it keeps the vibrations from going up your arm. So most of this glove is like a neoprene, but as you can see by the thumb, it's more of a fabric. It's very nice and soft, so that when your nose is running, you can just wipe that off, wipe it on your shorts, and you're good to go. And the air rushing over it dries it for the next wipe. So whoever designed cycling gloves, obviously they're cyclists and they know that you do not want to wipe your nose for hours with this material. So you got a nice wipe there. One of the last things I throw on the bike is my bottles of water. This is my water with electrolytes in it. One of the best things about cycling in cold weather is your drink stays cold the whole time. In the summertime, by the time you get to your second bottle, sometimes it heats up and you don't get a nice cold drink with it. Another one of the last things I'll throw on is my eye protection. Eyewear protects you from the sun, protects you from getting hit in the eye with gravel, dust, dirt, whatever. The computer I use is the Garmin Edge 1030 Plus, and I bought the bundle. It is an awesome computer. One of the best things about that is the size of the screen. So when I don't put my contacts in and I just have my sunglasses on, I can pretty much read all the numbers and I know the areas in which I need to have access to with my eyes. When I have my contacts in, it's no problem, which is great. On the back of the bike, I have a radar and light, and this is the Varia RCT 715. So it tells me when cars are coming up behind me. It has an audio signal and then actually shows me as the car is coming up behind me on either side of the computer screen. It flashes red if it's coming fast, and it shows how quickly the car is coming up. And as it's passing me, it'll pass me and then turn green saying there's no other car. If there's multiple cars, it'll actually show you how many cars are coming up. So that's how I stay safe when I'm out and about. It also has light on the side, so cars coming from my side, coming from a different street or whatever, this light is flashing. I prefer the flashing that's random as opposed to just straight on red, or there's like a glowing and then on higher in intensity and lower intensity. I like the flash like strobe. That really attracts, makes sure that people who are driving can see you. Well, that's it. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been wanting to make this one for a while. I just wanted to make sure I covered all and everything that I have. I think I covered everything, which is great. One of the things somebody asked in my last video was, Ken, I love your mug. And you guys can buy this if you want. I bought it when Carol and the kids and I went to Universal Studios. We went and did the Harry Potter part of it. And as soon as I saw this mug, I had to have it. I bought one. And then maybe a year or two later, because I was using it all the time, my wife liked using it. So I found out that through their website, if you go to Universal Studios store, and just go to the Harry Potter area, they sell this for like $21 US. It's very expensive, but it's a beautiful mug and it's on both sides, which I love. I hate when mugs have something only on one side, and if you're drinking with this side, then you can't see, you know, especially when you're doing videos. You want people to see what kind of mug you have. And I've got the head wig. All right, thank you very much, guys, for hanging out with me. I got a steak thawing on paper in the sink for tonight, and I can't wait to go out tomorrow and do another bike ride. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was wearing a mic, and hopefully that helped out a lot as well. And the furnace didn't come on. It should come on any minute now. But I covered everything about my cold weather riding, and maybe in another video I'll try to cover more of the components and stuff on my bike. Thanks for all your views on this channel, guys. You guys mean a lot to me, and my hat's off to you guys. Thank you.